Hi guys, it's me, it's Talia. Today is Monday, July the 4th, Independence Day. Woo! I'm not a big holiday person myself, so I'm just chilling around the house. I'm not really planning on doing anything. I'm just gonna make some cheeseburgers tonight for dinner. Cheeseburgers, baked beans, and french fries for me and my daughter tonight. That's it. I don't have anything planned. I don't know what she might have planned. She's over in her room right now. Yeah, this is why you can't be up here, because you start slowly inching your way to the laptop. Yes, I have her little friend right here, right now. Probably going to be a little bit shorter video today. I don't really have much progress on a lot of things this week. I got like one thing in, got a piece of fabric in, and that's it. So let me get straight into that. First thing I have to show you, I worked on last night and I worked on it a little bit this morning before I had a couple of things to go do. Let me show you what it looks like first. This is the Home Again. The Home Again pattern. And last week I had 2 trees done. This is where I'm at today. I had up until I had these 2 trees done right here, and then I did this one, and then I started working on the house. So that's where it's at today. She's getting mad. That's where it's at today. This is, I think, I'm just going to go out on a limb. I think I put down that this was the Carolina linen, which is supposed to be a 28 count. But these stitches are coming out about the size of a 32 count. And this is over 2. You can tell. Like, no, we are not doing that. Do that again, you're getting down. I mean, these stitches are coming out about the size of a 32 count. So I have no clue what this is. I'm officially calling this some random fabric that I bought, or that I had. So we're just gonna say this is Home Again on some random piece of linen. Could be a 28 count, could be a 32 count. I don't know. I'm going to put that away for today and pull out something else. I'm really planning with myself not to start something new. I really, really want to, but I don't. Because the pattern that I want to start the most is, the pattern that I want to start the most, I need fabric for. Because all the fabric that I have is either not, it's not really what I want to do it on. All the fabric that I have 28 counts, which would make the pattern too small, or I do have 18 counts, but they're not, the fabric itself is not big enough, or it's just barely big enough. And it's killing me because I don't have the money to go out and buy fabric right now, and that's what's killing me the most. Sorry, I'm trying to go ahead and pull this up. This is going to be another edition of I really don't want to insert pictures. Next pattern I worked on was the Save the Stitches, and this is where it was at last time. Okay. Remember that. And I got a good bit of day's work on it, so you're going to see a good bit of progress. Let me kind of get this together here. And this is where it's at today. Obviously I finished the down here, and then I did this whole pattern right here with the teal green metallic. I understand why people say the DMC metallic is kind of hell to work with. It's doable. I deal, because this is the first metallic I've ever worked with, so that's where it's at today. Coming right along. And I do have a suggestion. This pattern was really intricate and really kind of, it's kind of a little bit more difficult to keep up with, like what the actual pattern itself was, like what the repeating was. So all I really did, then my tip for this pattern, my tip for this pattern and black work in general, I might have to take a pause so I can remember how to talk. My tip for working things like this, or black work in general, is if the pattern seems to be too much for you to keep up with, or seems very intricate, very detailed, very kind of confusing, do each pattern one row at a time as it comes. Don't try to do like this whole section, like move from here to here to here to here to here. Don't try to move all over like that. What I did was let's see if I can get this a bit smaller. What I did actually was I went along and did these squares here first. That's along the very edge. Okay. And then I went back and did this next row, which has the kind of starbursty head. I did the next row, which had the double diamonds in them. And then I went back and did the next row with the squares, and I just kind of worked my way up like that. And that's about the time I kind of started kind of figuring out how to do it. But then once I got up to here, where you see when you're doing the black part, you have to skip these. And like this little pattern right here, it's filled in black one way, and then you have the metallic the other 4 directions. It's the same as these, but just kind of like half black, half metallic, and then all of these are completely metallic. So, but once I got up to these, I definitely had to do them one at a time, because my brain was trying to confuse itself. So that's where it sits at now. Yeah. But yeah, that's just my tip, is that if something seems confusing, just take it one part at a time. Don't try to do, ping-ponging back and forth between the different styles, between the different patterns. Just do it one at a time. If it's by a row, do each row separately. Or if it's like this type of pattern, I had the rows of squares and then I had the rows of diamonds. I did the rows of squares, then did a row of diamonds, then a row of squares. That definitely helped a lot as far as keeping up with where I was at and what pattern I'm supposed to be doing. Oh yeah, and I don't know if you noticed, I finished off that black, and then I went back and did this is the very, very light metallic purple in here. This is the dark purple, light purple, and then teal. So, just had to point that out. Don't know why, but I thought I did. And the last thing I have any progress to show you on at all is actually a finish. Yay, finishes. Let me show you. Just so you can say, this is the pattern. And show you where I was at last time. This is where I was at last time. Hold on. Turn my rotation off. That's where I was at last time. And obviously I haven't finished. So this is what it looks like now. Yep. And this is actually, the funny thing is, this is the Belgian linen. This is like a classic linen, like a very true to the way linen, actual linen works, which is you're gonna have squares of different sizes. If you notice, I don't know if you notice, in the original pattern, this original pattern is square. It's perfectly square. It's 75 by 75. Does this look square to you? It's not square. And that is because of the linen that it was stitched on. That's because I had a lot of squares that were more vertical rectangles than they were square. So that's why it's longer than it is square. I mean, that's why it's longer than it is wide. So, and that's all of that one. And there actually is a mistake. I don't know if I have pointed this out yet, but there's a mistake. There's actually two. There's an accidental mistake, and then there's a deliberate mistake, a deliberate alteration. And that's because these two things right here, the one that's, I think it's the one on this side that I accidentally messed up. This is supposed to be 4 stitches, and for some reason I only put 3. And so then by the time I realized it, I was working on this one. And so I thought, I'm not unpicking that whole thing over there, so I'm just going to make this side match. So these are supposed to have 4 stitches down here, and they only have 3. But generally everything else is correct. So that's it. Added to my pile. It was definitely an experience. It made for some exciting stitching. I have a couple other patterns that I probably could do on them, and Lord hope that they use these same classic colorworks, or these plus the ones I got in the Lizzie Cake. So that's it. That is all. That is all that I got left on this week, because that's all I felt like doing. It's been kind of busy. It's kind of a combination between being kind of busy at work this weekend, and by the time I got home, I was exhausted. And kind of going through a little slump right now in my stitching, because it's not that I don't want to stitch, I just don't have that drive to, like, I want to stitch, I want to stitch, I want to stitch, I want to stitch. I don't really have that drive right now, and so I'm kind of fighting with myself, because, like, I know I want to stitch, I should stitch, but in my heart, in my mind, yeah, I want to stitch, but I just don't have that outwardly overflowing motivation to want to stitch. It's kind of difficult. I'm hoping one of y'all can understand. Haul. The only thing I really got in the mail was I got my I think it's the June Fabric of the Month from Under the Sea Fabrics. And this month's fabric, June Fabric of the Month. And this month's fabric is called Daphne. And this is, God, this is horrible. This color is horrible. This is coming across so much more purple on screen than it is in real life. But it's very pink. It's like a very pale magenta pink, maybe. I hate showing these things sometimes. But yes, this is Ada. This is the last piece of Ada that I'm going to be getting from her, because she had already dyed it when I told her I wanted to make my request to change it, my subscription. So this will be the last piece of Ada that I get. And this is a fat quarter, 18 by 26. Is it going to show up any better now? A little bit. Not really. So that's really all I have for this video. No, it's not. No, it's not. I did go buy nothing really exciting. I did go buy Hancock fabrics, because they are still open, believe it or not. About 2/3 of the store is gone. And I toyed with getting some of the pearl cotton, because they were like 71 cents each. It is like 60% off, I think. But in the end, I was thinking, I'm not going to get this pearl cotton if I'm not even going to use it. Because if it's going to end up being the same way as the way I feel about the pearl cotton that I got for my last attempt at doing the His Name is Jesus one, that I was going to try it and not like it. So I just went and got some dye, fabric dye. I got some orange and pearl gray in the Rit, and I got bright red, which I actually thought was pink, bright red, lime green, and teal in the Tulip brand. So maybe one day, maybe next weekend or next Monday. Would you release my purse? Anyway, I thought I'd go ahead and get it. While it was cheap. The Rit was coming out to $1.31 each, and the Tulip was coming out to $1.71. Yeah, sorry. Okay. So I figured, it was a really good deal. Too good of a deal not to pass up. Too good of a deal to pass up. This video is just riddled with the inability to talk. So, but I thought I would try some fabric dyeing, some ice dyeing, because I really like that kind of subtle modeling that you get with the ice dyeing. Maybe red and green? Red and teal. I think red and teal you'd probably be closer to getting purple, wouldn't you? We'll see. We shall see. So, that really is it for this video. I don't really have anything else to talk about. I don't have anything to mention. Worked a little bit more on bobbinating my my DMC sets. I did notice I did go into Hobby Lobby, because across from where I work at there is the Hancock Fabrics, and it's literally right next door to a Hobby Lobby. So after I left Hancock, I went over to Hobby Lobby, and I was looking around there. They didn't have anything in the clearance section that I wanted. So I did notice that they are starting to carry the is that kit? What's the name of that? I can see it. It's right on the tip of my tongue. Give me 1 second. I hate that I... In the Hobby Lobby across from where I work at, they actually have a bigger selection. The cross stitch section is actually bigger than the one in town here. And I did find a frame that I wanted to get for Phantom of the Opera. It's a little 5x5 gold frame. The artist brand ones are really cute too. They have artist brand kits, and they're really cute. Realist. They are starting to carry the Realist brand kits, but they're kind of expensive. Just a warning. They are running the ones that I saw. Well, here's a small one actually. That's a small one. The ones that I saw, most of them were about a medium-sized kit. Roughly 12 inches by roughly around 12 inches by 14 inches, something like that. And I think one was like 14 by 17. I don't even remember. But they were around that size. The Realist kits are kind of expensive. They're actually about $45 to $50. So... yeah, I've seen a couple that I actually really like, but I can't, unless I get the 50% off one item coupon, I can't see myself getting those anytime soon. I would have to have it no less than a 40% off coupon, one item coupon, which is standard, but I would definitely try to wait until I could find a half off coupon before I got one of those. Yeah. And I actually had to fight myself on getting a roll of 22 count Ada. The bad part is it would have only been $7, but it's $7 I just don't have right now. I spent $8 on the die. But I got it because it was kind of like a limited opportunity type of thing. Sorry. But that's all I really have to say. Just if you have a Hobby Lobby, especially if they have a larger cross-stitch section, go check them out. Like I said, they have the Realist kits now, but they do tend to run a little bit more expensive than the other one, even more expensive than the Dimensions kits. But that's just a thought, just putting it out there to the universe, for anybody that may want to take it. That's it. That's all I have for now. Short video. I'm debating if this kind of funk that I'm in keeps up. I'm debating on whether or not to start doing my videos every 2 weeks, because as you can see, I just don't have much to show this week out of... I still have about 6 or 7 whips, and it's a lot for me. It really is. And my head is really like this, really wanting to start something else, really wanting to start a new project, but I have to be sensible. I got too many whips as it is. And of course, I may end up starting one by the end of the day if I can match up fabric, the pattern. And I have a couple that is kitted up, but I really don't want to start those right now. Yeah. The one, if the one which is the snowflake sale, because it's got a huge it has a snowman on it. If it didn't have so much white in it, I'd start it. But I don't want to start another pattern that has a huge chunk of white in it. At least not right now. So I don't know. I'm debating, I'm going back and forth between my TARDIS, which is TARDIS, but it's actually the name of the pattern is called Police Box. But it's my good TARDIS pattern. That's the one I'm really, it's killing me. I really, 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 really want to start it. And I can't. Because I'm lacking fabric. I have fabric I could do it on. But I either have the wrong count fabric. Like I have 28 count fabric. But if I do it on 28 count over 1, it's going to be too big. It's going to be too small. Ideally, I need to do it on a 22 or 25 count to make it about the size that I really want it to be. 18 count fabric, I have some, but it's not big enough. And that's what's killing me most about it. And then I could start Rise and Shine, or my new pattern that I just got recently, Lady in Blue. I could start that. I actually have a white 32 count linen that I could start that on and be perfect for it. If I feel like starting it. I'll have to see. I might just start that one tiger one that's out of the book that I photocopied before I took it back to the library. I don't know, we'll see. I really, really, really want to start something else, and it's killing me that the one that I want to start the most, I can't start it. If I had the fabric, I'd be starting it, but I don't have the fabric for it right now. Anyway, yeah, that's it for me. This is definitely a short video for me anyway. So I hope you guys have a happy and safe 4th of July. If you get to see this before the end of the day, maybe not. Have a great Situ week. Have a blessed week as always, and I will see you guys later. Bye.